RJ, before we let you go, we do have our next guest on the line. It's a one Phil Nicoletti on the line.
Oh, I want to talk to Phil.
He's right here.
This is good. This is good. Okay.
Boy.
So, hey, so Phil, we're talking. Me and Malcolm are talking before the night show. Like,
Fuck
somehow
off,
you get.
RJ.
Now listen, hey, somehow we're like, you get brought up, and we're like, dude, the last person we want to mess with is Phil. Like, I'd rather take out Pike than take out Phil. Like, that's just how it is. Because Phil's crazy. Like, he will kill you. He ain't gonna fight you fair.
No.
Like, he will kill you. When we brought up, I think it was Forkner or something, where you were like ready to kill him after something happened a couple years ago.
Yeah, in practice. Yeah,
something insane. I'm like, do not mess with Phil. And then I had to bring up, he didn't jump a rhythm it was last year, I think, and I jumped the rhythm, and I hit him on accident. Like, dude, scared. I'm like, I apologize right away, everything. Second main comes. I'm the first one to the corner. Phil goes around the outside of me into the lead. Dude, immediately I was just like, oh, no. This cannot be happening right now. Okay, so once I realized it's Phil, I'm like, all right, let's just make it clean, make it quick. Let's get out of here.
Get in there, get out, get in, get out.
I ran it in on him a couple times and nothing. And then we get to the big rhythm where there's a quad, and I'm like, all right, Phil doesn't jump rhythms. Like, there's no way he hits the quad. Sure enough, hits the quad. I'm like, God, this is going to be bad. Dude,
Phil doesn't jump rhythms.
Hey, so 3 laps I'm trying to get by him. He will not let me go.
No.
All right, so finally I make the pass. I'm like, all right, well, at least he'll ride the guy behind me just as hard. I watched the replay. Dude, he let Levi by the next corner.
I didn't fucking let Levi by.
Next corner, dude. Hey, my gosh.
That's fucked.
Yeah, I was not happy.
Dude, I honestly, RJ, it came to the point where I'm like, fuck. I held him up enough to where, like, I did go to the outside after the finish the lap before, and I thought you were maybe close enough to where you could have came up the inside, and then you didn't, and then the next lap, I'm like, okay, I'll go to the outside one more time, dude, but if you can't get under there, fuck it, you're going to have to fucking smash me. And sure enough, you figured it out. Okay, I went out, and then you cut under. I'm like, okay, but then I didn't know Levi was fucking right there, and I didn't know going over the table 3 was quicker, because you were going on-off too.
Yeah.
Right? Or no?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I was mixing it up a little bit.
Yeah, well, over 3 was faster, and then he came up the inside, and I was like, well, fuck, see you guys later, and you guys just left me. But I did hold you up a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
No, hey, and then you let Shimoda by in the last corner.
I know, but, dude, okay, this is why I don't jump the jumps. Shimoda went on-off on the quad. I went quad, and the fucker still passed me. How?
Don't jump the rhythms anymore.
Yeah, well, that's I'm just not going to do it. I did the quad. I risked my life on it, and I still got fucking passed, and he didn't do it. So what the fuck am I doing out there, dude?
Back to no jumping, hey, Phil?
Yeah, like, I'm over it. But I honestly, RJ, I don't know how you and Kitchen were going that fucking fast. Like, dude, I'm so mad, dude. Like, you guys literally put 5 seconds on me in 2 laps, and I'm like, fuck, man. Like, I can't hang. My fastest lap time all day was that second lap. I did a 59, 6, and that was 2.5 seconds faster than my qualifying time. And RJ and Kitchen were doing that the whole fucking race. And, like, I just went back to, like, minute 5s, 101s. I'm like, dude, I can't go any fucking faster.
Phil, you're 40. You're like Billy Linovich. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, I know, but dude, just the way RJ and Kitchen just go about a track, it's just like, fuck, man.
Well, here's my thing, Phil. You can't dissect what they're doing and try to implement it, or you just like, how do you follow it around? Like, what do you do?
Dude, they're just fucking wide Clyde. RJ's on the gas 100% of the time around the entire fucking track. I'm not there.
I'm not there.
Those days are over.
I'm not there.
It's crazy to think about, like, you feel like how good you are, and you look at RJ, right? And the difference between, a second or whatever is so much strength and stamina.
Yeah.
Like if Phil
Yeah.
tried to ride like RJ, he'd be fucking tired in 4 laps probably.
I was tired.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, he
RJ
did for the
RJ
first
blew
three.
me up.
Well, I was thinking, RJ, I was thinking that Anaheim 2 Triple Crown. We all know what happened to Anaheim 2 Triple Crown last year. Maybe Phil was like, yeah,
That's what I was thinking about.
watch
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we all know you were
Yeah.
not quite conscious in the third main, RJ. And
Oh, I forgot about that. Fucking RJ.
No.
you
don't
guys
do it.
about died. You
Hey, I
guys.
didn't even know I was out there. You know you're out there and you still do that.
They need a fucking tent like football for these riders to go into and see if RJ comes out or not.
I saw
blue tent.
that. I saw that from behind last year. I'm like, one of these guys is dead, and then
Yeah.
the flag waves and RJ keeps going and Phil's down. Yeah, I was just like, yeah, because I couldn't see
Yeah.
the backside of the landing, but I saw him hit in the air. So,
Yes, is that, and then the following week, RJ, I didn't jump the rhythm, and then RJ smoked me, blew out my front wheel.
oh yeah,
That
But
was your fault.
Yeah.
though. That wasn't my
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah, or it was vice
You don't-
versa. No, it was vice versa. You blew out my front wheel because you brought me a coffee to Anaheim too, and then you cross-jumped me. That's what it was. But it's
No.
all right. I forgive you.
Phil.
It's
Phil,
fine.
what about the fact that Malcolm, who's not even in your class, and RJ are talking about they don't want to be behind you?
Oh, Mookie's scared too. Mookie's scared. No, it's not just me.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. RJ's riding good. I just don't know how you hang on and go that fast, RJ. It's fuck, man. I can't do it. You know. And were you jumping the whoops behind me, or were you skimming them too?
I skimmed the first lap, and then the second lap you got really sketchy. So I
Yeah,
went to
dude.
jumping after that.
Ah, dude. God, those fucking dozer whoops are dumb. You know? I need them to bring back loader whoops.
so
we
they're
can have whoops
they're
that
not.
hold up.
I just asked RJ about this, Phil. It's 9 whoops and they're dozer whoops from now on. That's it.
Why? Why?
Because they're trying to keep you guys safe.
What? Okay, then they should fix certain rhythms a little bit quicker than normal, dude. That third main, the off,
Yeah.
that table on,
Phil,
on,
RJ
off,
just said this. Yes.
dude, I fucking died there in the third main. I died. There should be a
They didn't
memorial in
touch
that
it.
part of the stadium. No, I know they
Little
didn't touch
cross.
it, but they touched it after I fucking car-wheeled and other people saw God. Then he went out there and fixed it for the 450 guys.
Every time Phil
know?
says he died, light a Jesus candle around the track
Yeah.
to see how many candles
yeah,
are.
yeah, exactly.
Dude, I'm telling you. No, RJ, how fucking gnarly was that section?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I'm like they needed to fix that the on landing and then that single after it. Like, dude,
Oh,
you
I
couldn't
know.
even get off it. We were going all the way around it.
Dude, I know. That tabletop was a fucking landmine. Literally a
Yeah.
fucking landmine.
I guess people don't understand that you guys talk about it. So explain that. So when you guys land on top of that tabletop, there's chuck holes everywhere on top of that table, and then it forms a knuckle. And you would think, watching you guys, you would want that knuckle on the end to kind of pop you over that single, but you don't want it.
Dude, honestly, Keeper, I don't even know what was on top of that fucking tabletop, but it wasn't good.
Hey, this
I-
is really like, if you're listening to this, are you like, I would love to race Supercross one day? Like, no. You're like, I don't ever want to race Supercross in my life.
Well, here's the thing: is you talk to some riders, they know exactly what was other. Some riders like, I don't know what the fuck it was on there. I'm just riding it. Fuck it.
But, like, there's no advertisement for being a professional Supercrosser on this call right now.
Oh my god.
Nobody's like, yeah, man, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. I fucking died back there. I died.
The ruts are
Well,
free.
if anyone's seen that landing, like if you did a track walk and looked at that landing, you would not jump onto that. It doesn't matter.
No. But we don't have a choice. We have to jump on there.
What about the
Dude,
finish
I
line
had-
landing?
hey,
Oh, yeah. Peyton was saying the finish line landing.
In practice,
Yeah,
there was a
that
huge
was
hole in that
nothing.
thing.
Yeah, that was nothing compared to that tabletop.
Oh, wow.
Nothing. Nothing. I would have landed on. I would have jumped the finish line blindfolded instead of landing onto that tabletop.
Wow. I saw a couple guys on the finish line blow a hand off just because
Oh,
of hitting that hole. Yeah.
Was it Freddie? Is that what happened to Freddie?
Freddie. Yeah, Freddie. We'll
Kenny
get,
got-
there, we'll get there later.
The best part about it, RJ, I was sitting on the line and I radioed to my mechanic and I'm like, hey, I'm like, radio to Brandon and see like where they're fixing the track, and like I couldn't see like the left side over by the tabletop or whatever, but where the quad was, we were going 2-3 quad. Well, whatever guy was on the skid steer working for Tiltworks, he was.
I know what you're gonna say.
He was fixing the rhythm where you were to go double and fixing that transition instead of fixing the transition to where you go double, triple. Quad.
Dude, I watched him fix that. I was like, hey, go to the dang table before you do anything else.
You're like, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
I'm like, no one's going in that transition all fucking day, you know? It's like,
What
I
happened?
went around there for the site, like, yeah.
What happened to the liaison that we used to have? Say, hey, yo, we need to do this. We don't have that guy anymore to talk to him?
No,
It's
we
gone.
should make it Phil. Phil should be the liaison.
I don't know, but all I know is I went out there for that second time qualifying, and thank fuck times were slower because I literally just wasted a bunch of Pro 6 for no fucking reason. Yeah, I got back to the semi, and I'm like, if I would have just known practice was slower, I wouldn't even went out there and wasted my fucking time, you know, because the track was fucked. I mean, dude, I'm not.
It was,
and there's RJ out there just sending it till fucking.
Wow, that's what, RJ only knows one way. He only knows one way. We know that.
No, I will say the scariest thing I've ever done, though, is that third main having to ride that track with a rear flat.
Dude.
I mean, Phil, you know how that track looks.
I know. I don't even know how you survived. I'm serious. There's no way you can ride that track with a flat tire.
How many laps
No
you
way.
do that with?
It was off the rim. The bead prep came off.
It was off the rim?
Ago.
No way. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was off the rim, dude. My thing was wobbling off the triple, and I had to jump it. Like I said that last lap, I had to jump it.
Again.
I had the Suzuki guy.
Welcome to Supercross, everybody.
Dude.
And the best part about it was, okay, so I'm up there, I go up to watch the LCQs, right? And I don't know, Monster brings out all these fucking people, right, to just flood the fucking track. And they all, like, go over to the finish line. They're looking at the gap of the finish line. Meanwhile, they don't understand that finish line is the easiest part on the entire fucking track. You know?
Phil's like, hey, everybody, come over here.
Right.
Look at this tabletop.
See this Jesus candle?
Yeah.
Look at this Jesus candle right here.
Yeah, look at this 3 onto this tabletop right here. Look at these death-defying ruts, okay? Like,
Remember,
they just don't get
Remember, too, guys, this is all for about $700, what you're doing. So.
So, no, they upped the price.
I
We're
know, I'm
at
kidding.
$1,200 now.
I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding. But, yeah.
Like I watch these daytime qualifiers, and I see these little like up the triple before the finish line. There's like a square edge and these little ruts that you can't really make out, but you can look at the guy's suspension as they load, and they're loading halfway up the jump and then unloading before they hit the takeoff. And I'm like, fuck that.
Oh, Phil, did you hit the hole off the triple face that
Yes,
second
in
time
practice.
qualifying? Yep.
Yes, I did.
Full
First lap.
air wheelie.
And you want to know,
Yep, me
I
too.
don't know why I couldn't see it. It blended in with the face of the fucking triple, and I fucking hit that, and I started donkey kicking with my fucking feet. I'm like, what the fuck was
Phil needed fucking spurs on the back of his fucking boots.
He needed steg pegs. He needed steg pegs. Something.
Oh my god.
Dude, no, RJ's not fucking with you, dude. That kicker in the face, it was like right square dead in the middle, and like, I don't know, I couldn't see it. I'm sure other people couldn't see it either. And I fucking hit this thing, and I'm like, oh, Jesus, you know?
Yeah, I did the
It's not
same
good.
thing. I did the same
It's-
thing.
Again, everybody, catch the fever, Supercross.
We
RJ.
survived. See you at Glendale.
Yes, exactly. They survive. See you at Glendale. Hopefully, they don't know one dies.
Jeez.
Thanks, RJ. Thanks for the time, man. Yeah, I appreciate
No
it.
problem. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Thank you,
See
man.
ya,
That was
RJ.
great. Thank you,
Bye.
RJ. Yeah, unprompted, Phil, after the race and my post race with him, he just started bringing up how he was like, fuck, it was Phil. Oh, I didn't want to mess with him. You know?
RJ actually raced me really well. Like, he ran it in there, and there's only so much that I can do before I'm like, all right, RJ is going to fucking punt me here sooner or later.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
It just comes to a point, like, yeah, I am holding you up. So I did kind of go wide after the finish line, and he got the hint and kind of squeezed up through. But, yeah, he and Levi were on one. Fuck.
This is Phil Nicoletti, brought to you by ORW, offroadwarehouse.com. Code PulpMX is the ORW butt patch you see on Phil, Dino. Poor Dino, by the way. No main for Dino. Rough night.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. Fuck.
Yeah, he crashed in the LCQ. Didn't get a good start in the LCQ, then he crashed, and that was it. So, Off-Road Warehouse, everybody, stocked by knowledgeable staff, and they install everything they sell. ORW.com. So, Phil, let's go back a week. Transmission gate. You did get in a little bit of trouble, but also people got together to try to make this better, right?